Guess who's back? With the PG-13 rating and the higher budget, did this Venom sequel do any justice to the fan favorite and very popular villain known as Carnage? Find out on this episode of Drew's Reviews. Let's rock.
I'm on that real shit. Drew be on that real shit. I'm on that real shit. Drew be on that real shit. I'm on that real shit. Who be on that real shit? I'm on that real shit. Real talk.
Welcome, my symbiotes. We are Token Drew the Legend. And today, we're talking about the movie Venom, Let There Be Carnage, directed by Andy Serkis. Wait. Andy Serkis? The guy who plays Golem from Lord of the Rings and Caesar from Planet of the Apes? The motion capture guy who was also Claw in Black Panther? He's directing a movie now? Shit, we just let everybody direct a movie in this bitch. That's dope. From motion capturing to directing. Directing. Stupid ass. And continuing from the last movie, we have Tom Hardy as Eddie Brock, Woody Harrelson as Cletus Cassidy with a way better hairstyle than that stupid curly ginger crap they pulled at the last credit scene for the first Venom movie. God damn, that was bad. Michelle Williams as Annie, who looks a little bit different, but I guess age does that to people. And Naomi Harris as Shriek. Wait. Naomi, she looks so familiar. Who the hell? Give me a second. Let me just scroll down and...
It's that shit, hide your kids, like that split, take a drink, don't trip, it's a musical whiz, twist your mind, make it lose time, ain't here, don't whine, as we wind down, we'll turn you up, you one of us, lost and scary, and a rub, cautious and wary, I think we fucked, it's getting hairy.
To the game I was married. When I fuck these tracks, I'm not actually cheating. My reason, I'm a monster. I'm eating the beast like a shark in the game that's bleed. Not even a bit of mercy. I'm fire, breathe and believe in the words of the prophet that changes.
Wait, I knew it. Tia Dama from the Pirates of the Caribbean second and third movie. I knew I recognized her. And she plays Shriek. Alright, so first off, I want to talk about some numbers. How the movie did this opening weekend versus the last opening weekend and comparing the two budgets. The first Venom movie had a $95 million budget and it opened to $80 million. And this is before the pandemic, in the before time. This movie had a $100 to $116 million budget, and its opening weekend, it raked in $90.1 million. So, as far as numbers are concerned, that's a success. But let's talk about how the movie was. First off, I'm gonna talk about the positives of this movie. So, you get to see a whole lot more of Venom in this, which is really cool, and the Venom symbiote has a whole lot more personality in this. Though I feel like it's trying too hard to be comical, but it's kind of like you need these kind of hard comical characters like Deadpool, like Harley Quinn, so I get what they're going for. I never really saw Venom as that kind of a character in the comics, really. I guess, finding the hyper violence funny if you're like really f***ed up like like I am, but the action is a lot easier to follow this time. You can tell what the characters are doing. Even in the last battle, it's not just a big mass of symbiote mess, and that's cool because in this one you have Venom being black and Carnage being red versus the last movie with Venom being black and Riot being like brown or gold or some shit. Like, it was a stupid color. I hated that one so much. That bad guy. I like the motives of Cletus in this movie. I feel like he was a better bad guy than Drake was in the first movie. Cletus just wants his woman back. And we've all done some weird ish to get that WAP, son. I done made mixtapes before, wrote songs, played shit on the piano, went and saw the live action adaptation of the Rocky Horror Picture Show every weekend for 2.5 months straight. Didn't even get a handy out of that transaction, but I sure as hell know what the time warp is. And I really do like how they kept Cletus's original origin and how they portrayed that in a simple animation. So that was really cool. And there's one more thing I really like about the movie, but we'll talk about that later when we get to it. I'm going to talk about some of the negatives, though. The first thing is I really did not like about this movie, and I really didn't like it in the last movie either, was the portrayal of Eddie Brock by Tom Hardy. He seems like some kind of junkie-ish, fidgety character, and I really didn't like that. I mean, hell, Brock was like an ex-criminal kind of character. And I get you got to change shit, you know, from the comics to the movies, but like the way that Eddie is acting now is like, I just really don't like it. And I really didn't even like the portrayal that Woody Harrelson did for Cletus Cassidy. I really didn't find him as like as a psychopathic, murderous inmate, you know? Like, I always saw Cletus Cassidy as the Joker-style character, except he has this crazy symbiote, you know? Like, dude just loves to kill for no reason. I just really didn't get that from Woody Harrelson's portrayal. Now, granted, at the end, Eddie and the symbiote have a better symbiosis, so hopefully the next time we see them, Eddie's not going to be acting like some weird talking to himself junkie character, because I just really don't like that. You know, I really don't like that about him. I'm not a fan of the side characters such as Annie by Michelle Williams and Dr. Dan Lewis by Reed Scott, and even Stephen Graham, who plays Detective Mulligan. They're all forgettable to me. And I can do without Annie in this movie again, you know, because that whole thing wasn't resolved from the last one, you know, like they didn't get back together. They didn't even kiss again in this movie. She just kind of was there. And like, come on, man, like either be with him or not. Don't even be in a damn movie, you know. Don't put her in a third movie unless she's not with this damn doctor dude and gets with, you know what I mean, gets back with her man, you know. And I also feel like they miscast the detective because, you know, he's looking up at everybody, and it's kind of like, get this little guy out of here. At least make like the detective somebody who seems a bit more burly, you know. Unless they're gonna bring him in the next movie, maybe he's a really good physical actor, and I'll explain why you're gonna see him in the next movie. Because when at the end you see him, oh, I really should say, hey, there's spoilers in this. Beware. When you see him get the blue eyes at the end, that means that he is infected with the toxin symbiote. That is the offspring of Carnage, and which means we're going to see another symbiote versus symbiote battle in the next movie. And it's just kind of like, granted, I didn't read many of Venom's comics. In fact, the only one I really read in recent memory was the Donny Cates run, where you introduce Null and have these other characters, like these other symbiotes and stuff like that. So it kind of seems like that kind of is always Venom's deal. And I know we still have the other offsprings, such as... well, I'll just show the picture because I can't remember their name off the top of my head. My dumbass didn't put that in my notes. But I really just don't want to see another symbiote versus symbiote battle. And speaking of which, graphically, I just really didn't feel like the movie graphics were better than the last movie. And that's kind of sad because the last one came out in 2018 and here we are in 2021, which included the dark year of 2020 when nobody was doing shit. So people could have been working on a film, you know what I mean? Like, you're still getting paid. You could do animation at home. I know because I draw and attempt animation sometimes. We can do it at home. You know, I just feel like for instance, there's times where Venom talks when the symbiote head is sticking out and doing that whole number like this with Eddie, and his mouth doesn't move, but it does in the first movie. Come on, man. That's ridiculous. And it don't have to be a perfect lip syncing. You know, like, I love anime, I love old Godzilla movies, old Kung Fu movies. I'm used to mouths being off, but just show that effort of having something move, you know. I also feel like this movie should have been rated R. Not for language. You know, like the one F-bomb they dropped at the end that made me laugh. Speaking of which, the movie is funny. You will have a good time at the movie. Don't listen to me just over here talking all this shit and you're like, oh, this movie's gonna suck. No, man, you're gonna have fun. You know, don't get me wrong. But I feel like this movie could have had an R rating. You know, when you have a character biting off someone's head and there's no blood, that's just stupid, okay? You don't have to be overly gory. Like, we don't have to see guts and stuff hanging out, but show some blood splatter. CG some shit in, you know? Carnage... like, in his whole rampage through a jail, he's sitting there stabbing through people, no blood. Like, really? Even my son, my 12-year-old now, which, yo, he's getting big. He was the Power Ranger in my Want the D video.
Let me see you move like you pay intuition. Big old booty, only thing in my vision. That ass heavy bag, I'm Tyson hitting. Body like that deserve recognition. Get 3 minutes first time we smash. If you arch your back, might be less than that. But round 2, ding ding, hit the bell. 5 whole minutes in that ass. I get faced like a mask. Don't gotta ask. My girl like when I drive in her throat. She be a freak, ain't climb on top of me. Give me head bob right now after the show. Fucking the
And now he's just about as tall as I am. These kids, it's crazy. But even he was like, where's the blood? What the heck? I'm like, exactly. Where's the blood? And my final real gripe about this movie is I could do without the whole Venom separating from Eddie part and then going out to the nightclub and having his weird coming out part on stage and people's all like, oh, I love you, your costume's great. I love you too, random person in the crowd. I don't know, man. Like, that's just... They could have done without that. And why is the crowd not like, who the hell is this guy? And why is that rapper Lil Skeet, Lil Skiz, Lil Sims, why isn't she like, who the hell is this asshole interrupting my set? Because peep game, I'm a rapper. Y'all heard my music on every single video on this damn channel. And if I'm up on stage rapping, spitting some shit, and some dude or female or alien entity comes up on the stage and tries to Kanye West, Taylor Swift me and take my mic, I don't care how big you are, I'm finna boombaye you right to the face and kick you off my damn stage. What the f do you think this is? The goddamn nerve of this shit. You know what? That shit pisses me the fuck. But also, another positive is that the addition of Shriek added a very cool dynamic because her powers can hurt Carnage. And they could also hurt Venom because her powers are sound-based. So it's very interesting to see how that was going, how Carnage, the symbiote, didn't like her, and how she didn't back down from the symbiote when it tried to get in her face about don't use your damn powers. She's like, what you gonna do about it? I like that. And I liked her portrayal. And then my favorite part of the movie, and the whole internet is buzzing about this, and we should, and that is the end credits scene because it is awesome. And the implications that is set up right now is insane. I feel like Marvel is connecting more now for what's coming in the very, very near future, like the next couple years, versus how they were connecting everything with the Infinity Stones. Because that was only like 7 or 9 of the movies, I want to say, actually covered in Infinity Stone out of the first 20. This right now, man, if you're watching Marvel What If you watch Loki and WandaVision, you don't really have to watch Falcon and the Winter Soldier, it's whatever, real talk. And then watch Shang-Chi, like, all this is coming together. And I feel like the Eternals is gonna add some more dope shit. We got some cool stuff coming, son. I don't think it's Mephisto, but we already know we got Kang the Conqueror coming. We already know we got this multiverse of madness coming. We've already seen the Spider-Man trailer, so yo, this shit is dope, and we were just all excited, and I just love being excited again because I was worried. I don't even know if I said this in any of my previous reviews of the last phases, but I was worried about Phase 4, it not being exciting, because what can you do that's better than the damn Infinity Gauntlet? What can you do that's better than something that can alter the universe? And here you go, it's something that can alter multiple universes. So I'm really digging this. I'm really loving how everything's coming together, and it was bringing me and my sons together, at least my oldest. My youngest one, he's not really as big into the comic book stuff, but he'll still enjoy it with us. But, you know, it's a lot of fun. So it is a fun movie. I'm not gonna say I hated it, but in the end it felt rushed, and it was trying a bit too hard to make Venom that Harley Quinn / Deadpool character. But who knows with what we got coming up next. God, it's gonna be so cool. It's so dope being a part of this, and I really hope that I can live long enough to continue to enjoy this until it gets boring. So, hell yeah. From my count, there were about 5 pros, maybe 6, and there were 5 cons. So I'm gonna give this movie between a C+ and a B-. It was enjoyable, and what it sets up for next, oh man, it's good times. But it still could be better, and I'm proud of Andy Serkis for directing this. Did a good job, man. He did a good job. Not bad at all. So, hell yeah. Shit, I still gotta review Shang-Chi and some other movies, so I'll get that out. Until then, I'm your boy Token Drew. Live up, smoke out, and game on. I'm out this bitch. Thanks for watching.
Real talk, I ain't from the block, but I got street smarts, I've seen some things. You ever seen a nigga get murdered? Have you ever seen a motherfucker hang? All these little niggas talking about gang bang, but the times have changed, I know you know this. Cops killing us, we gotta stay focused. Government does what it wants, fuck the voters. But that's the big picture. Let's get down to street level. Try to put a wall over everyone's eyes, I be blind, still go daredevil. All these niggas think they so special, everybody claim they a trap boss. Every chick think they the baddest bitch, guess my real last here to piss you off. Everybody in the hood is slanging pounds, who the hell is buying, where the fuck the business? Honey, you may think you the baddest broad, but you just a story. Yo, nigga, I hit it dope when you make out the fire ganj. In the end, it's all just weed. Shorty, you make it, the bomb is head, but you ain't the first one to give it to me. I ain't a drug dealer, but I still got the water cash. Not trying to brag, just stating the fact. Spend what I want, and I make it all back. In a matter of days, I still get paid. Bitch, don't like my game, I still get laid. And I don't give a damn if you like my shade. I'm DJ Shades, I still get played. I'm on that real shit. Drew be on that real shit. I'm on that real shit. Drew be on that real shit. I'm on that real shit. Who be on that real shit? I'm on that real shit. Who be on that real shit? I'm on that real shit. Drew be on that real shit. I'm on that real shit. Drew be on that real shit. I'm on that real shit. Who be on that real shit? I'm on that real shit. Real talk, we similar. I hustle.